These problems are called widget problems, only because that's a term that is often used by math problem writers to describe any generic item that's being made. There are a lot of approaches to doing these problems, and you may have one yourself, which is great, but I'm going to show you one approach to doing them, and that is to always worry about how much can one person do in 1 unit of time. That 1 unit of time might be in a minute, or an hour, or 6 hours, or 3 minutes, or something like that. In example 1, it says it takes 3 men 12 hours to make 6 widgets. And so if you have 3 men and it takes 12 hours to make 6 widgets, and that means 1 man, because if there's 3 men and 6 widgets, then you could say that each man makes 2 widgets. And so that means we could say that 1 man takes 12 hours to make 2 widgets. And so there's 2 ways to think about it. On this particular problem, because of the way the numbers work, it's probably easiest to say then it takes 1 man 6 hours. So if he can do 2 widgets in 12 hours, then he can do 1 widget in 6 hours. And so in general, what you're looking for is 2 of the things to be 1. It just makes your life a lot easier. So if we know that 1 man can make 1 widget in 6 hours, it says how long would it take 4 men to make 12 widgets? Well, if 4 men are making 12 widgets, then each 1 man is making 3 widgets. And if 1 man can make 1 widget in 6 hours, then it would take 3 widgets times 6 hours, or 18 hours, for the 4 men to make the 12 widgets. Okay, example 2 says that 6 men take 24 minutes to make 9 widgets. How many widgets could 8 people make in 36 minutes? So you do the same thing. So you got 6 men and 24 minutes to make 9 widgets. Well, that means that 1 man in 24 minutes can make, well, we divide, if 6 men make 9, then one of them makes 9 over 6, which is the same as 1.5 of these widgets. Well, if 1 man can make 1.5 widgets in 24 minutes, then you could say that 8 men, so you could either go, if you wanted to try to make it down get some 1s, we could divide, say if it takes him 24 minutes for 1.5 widgets, we divide 24 by 1.5, and it turns out that that divides pretty nicely. So 1 man would take 16 minutes to make 1 widget, because if 1 widget takes 16 minutes and a half widget would take 8 minutes, so 24 minutes for 1.5 widgets. So it says, how many widgets could 8 people make in 36 minutes? Well, in 36 minutes, 1 man can make, well, they could definitely make 2 widgets, because in 32 minutes is how long it takes him to take 2, and so those additional 4 minutes, he would actually make an additional 4 out of 16, or 1/4 widgets. So 1 man can make 2 1/4 widgets in 36 minutes, and if we have 8 people, then all we have to do is multiply 2 1/4 times 8, or 2.25, which if you multiply that out, you find out that the answer is 18. And so 18 widgets in 36 minutes is how many that 8 people can make. So again, you've got to come up with this way of looking at the numbers so that it makes it easy to translate it to a different problem. I usually like to try to create at least 2 of the 3 to be 1s, but you can actually do it other ways, but the simplest way to make sure you always can do it right is to create them all equal to 1.